everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Enjoy the Bounty of Planning with Tonisha Taylor. I am really excited to be planning this week. This is the first week that school will be out, so this means that my planning now is all about research and writing and research projects and getting the writing done, because now it is summertime. So for professors, that means that this is the time that we spend on our research. You might spend this time on other kinds of professional or personal development. Some folks might also teach if you're teaching summer school. This year I am not teaching summer school. I have, even though there's officially one more week of school left, because grades for my university are not actually due until, I believe it's the 14th or 15th, something like that. I can honestly say I'm not 100% sure because I actually turned in all my grades already, which for me is really exciting. It honestly means that I can really focus all of my attention on my research and my summer projects that I have going on. So I will be, like previous weeks, I'll be planning my health and fitness and personal growth goals in my Happy Planner, and then I will be planning all of my research goals and to-dos in my bullet journal. Pile of stickers, pile of pens, so we have a lot to look forward to this week. So, and then I will also be doing a future video where I'll do all of the layouts. I'll be moving my layouts from my Lectrum bullet journal to my new Scribbles That Matter bullet journal, because I'm actually out of pages in my Lectrum. This journal, because I've changed the way that I do my weekly layouts, my dailies, things like that, and I've also changed the fact that I don't do a lot of personal health and fitness and that kind of stuff in the bullet journal anymore. I moved that stuff to the Happy Planner. I take up more pages for research in this journal, but it also means that this journal, actually this bullet journal, lasted me the entire fall term. So spring term, I'm sorry. So in my previous bullet journals, which I have the 2018 ones here, the way that I did my bullet journals in the past, in 2018, I used 3 journals. So as you can see, this one went from January to March. This one went from April to July. And then this one went from August to December. So this last one is a little bit more in line with how I use my journals, and like how I do my weekly spreads and everything are more like how I do them now. Because this one lasted me the entire semester. So that's actually how, whereas this one, these, I had to do 2, this one didn't even get me all the way through the spring term. So I split spring term in 2 journals, basically. So I'm really excited because I went through and I counted up the number of pages I use now to do a month. And then the last time in my other journal, how many pages I needed to do a month when I went in this journal for that lasted all fall semester. And I found out that on average, I use about 18 pages per month. So, and that's not, 18 like pages, not necessarily 18 spreads, right? So like this would be a spread, but this is 2 pages, right? So, so 18 pages, which would be what, 9 spreads basically to do a month. So when I was looking for another journal to go into, I thought I would give the Scribbles That Matter journal a try. I wanted something that was going to be hard. I also wanted something that's gonna when you open it, you're going to be able to lay it flat, which this one does. It also has a pen loop, which is nice. But the biggest thing is that it's still in the B5 dot style, which is what I want, because that's what my lecture room is, and I love the amount of page space that gives me to be in a B5. So, but this one is 197 pages, so I'm thinking that this is going to take me all the way through the summer and the fall. So I'm excited. There'll be a future video where I lay out the pages and do the transfer. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at how things went this month. So are going so far this month. So for my May spread, we have in my health and fitness tracker, we have my list of foods for my new meal plan. I didn't do so hot. I actually did end up gaining a few pounds, mostly because I didn't really follow my plan for this week. So at all, until I didn't get really back on plan, mostly because I actually ran out of food for my plan. I didn't calculate well. But also it was the end of the semester. It always means that, there's a lot going on and stuff like that. So I did end up gaining a little bit, which kind of makes me sad, but it's okay because I'm still on the downswing. So I will get back on it. It'll be fine. I did try a new class. I did do, which I think I'm a little bit out of frame. So I did try Pure Barre for the first time this week on Monday. That was a workout, but I liked it, so I'm gonna try it again next week. So I am gonna see how it goes. I got back on plan for food wise Friday and Saturday, so I think that I'm gonna be good with how I'm gonna move forward. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these pages out so we can plan. Now I will be using in my bullet journal a new layout. I was on here looking at some videos for some inspiration for some layouts for summer, because what I have to do summer is different than what I have to do in the semester. So in the semester, I have to make sure that I have time and I'm tracking, my teaching and things like that. Lots of sports activities and things like that. And I actually don't have to do all of that in the summer. In the summer, again, I'm not teaching. I'm wrapping up the social media requirements for athletics. And I'm really spending my time 100% dedicated to just rest and recharge, but also to my personal research goals and my personal research projects. So I saw a video by Plan by Rochelle, her bullet journal layout, which she actually did in a happy planner. And so I actually have my sample that I did in here somewhere, because I laid out an example and then I put it back in here. Yeah, there it is. So here it is. So this is how I did mine, based on her layout, using the classic notes dot grid pages for the Happy Planner. I am not gonna do bullet journaling in a Happy Planner. They're like, one of the things that I actually don't like is how the pages pull after too many times going in and out. So I'm gonna stay in my bound notebook for my bullet journaling, but I really love this layout because I have fewer appointments that are really about appointments in the summertime, because again, I'm not teaching. And really what it's about in the summertime is just staying on task so that I can finish the research projects that I need to finish at the end of the summer. So I really liked this layout. It's a Monday to Friday layout. She didn't have weekends included. I'm actually gonna do it the first week I'm gonna do it exactly as she did it, because I don't think I'm gonna need weekends either. And so, because in the weekends, especially in the summertime, is all like personal time. I don't do any research related work on the weekends. Another layout that I saw on here was one like this, where it was like circles and like to-dos, and I can't remember who I saw that from. But I tried it, and even in trying the sample spread, I was over it before it was done. It's kind of weird. I think it's because my work schedule is different in the summer, but it's still a work schedule. And so I liked this. So I'm gonna do research plan on the top, social media plan on the bottom, Monday through Friday, my to-dos on the side, and then she had on hers a top 3. And I think I'm gonna lay mine out a little bit different than she did, but that's kind of what I'm looking at. And then lots of room for decoration and things like that. So I'm excited about that. And then we'll do the regular layout and decorate my Happy Planner pages for my weekly food and exercise log. And then that will be what we'll be looking at. All right, so let's go ahead and prepare to get started. So I think I'm gonna use the journaling stickers, I think the squad goal stickers, and maybe the color story, maybe the goals getter stickers too. I don't know, we'll see. I might end up using some farmhouse stickers, or maybe some Choose Happy stickers. You know what, y'all? There's so many good stickers to choose from, so many things. And I haven't, as much as I've thought about the layout, I haven't thought about how I'm gonna decorate it. So we're gonna go ahead and just get started on the planning, and then we'll see how the decoration comes as we go. So let's get started. everyone. So here we are back with the end. So this week I am, like I said, I'm trying out this new layout. I did make a mistake. So the one I am sort of using as my inspiration layout is from another YouTuber whose name I wrote down, but I completely forgot. Rochelle, Plans by Rochelle. This is, when I did this one, I followed her exact layout with the top 3 here, and then the days Monday through Friday, and then I think she also uses this, I want to say she does like work here and social media here. So that was actually part of the reason why I really kind of liked this. And then like a running to-dos list, and she had notes, and then the month, she actually, for her stuff, for even like the little boxes and things, she had she used a stencil, which I didn't do. I did all my boxes and everything, like in my little flags and stuff by hand. But I have to say, I think I'm gonna end up buying the stencil because I like the idea of having the monthly calendar, but I didn't do it because I just didn't, honestly, I didn't feel like it. But I can tell already I'm gonna need it because I already could feel myself starting to make a mistake up here. So I went ahead and I moved the top 3 over here just because, actually, honestly, out of habit, my Monday is always the very first thing. And so that's just me. Like, Monday has to be the very first thing on my bullet journal. I've tried other layouts where it's not the first thing, and it never, like, whenever I practice it and I'm looking at somebody else's layout to recreate it, I can create it the way that they did it, but if I do it and I'm not looking at it while I do it, Monday always ends up being the first thing. So I have to say already, I totally love it. So 2 things. 1, I am definitely going to go buy a stencil so I can put the monthly calendar over here. And then also, because the stencil pack from Happy Planner, I actually stopped this video to go to Michael's and get it, and then when I went to it, my local one they were all out. So it was my local Joann's too, and I was like, okay, well, I guess that's it. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and order that, and then or actually I might try a couple of other local places that just aren't open on Sundays. And so I might try them too. But I'm gonna do that, so I'll add that later. You guys know I think that it's important to let your calendar and your bullet journal grow with you through the week. So of course, what this looks like at the end of the week is gonna be different than what it looks like at the beginning. So I'm gonna do the social media plan. I did have a little bit of a washi malfunction. I laid it down and then realized that pattern does have a direction. So, and I couldn't take it, so I had to turn it back around the way it's supposed to be. I used this washi that has kind of a 3D kind of mirror kind of effect. I don't know if you can really tell what the words say, but this one says sunshine and this one says saltwater. So it kind of goes with my sort of ocean kind of theme for the week for the beginning of summer research planning. So what I went ahead and did is I have 5 projects that I want to work on this week, and so I just put one thing that I want to do, at least one thing that I want to do for each project. These 2 projects are group projects or co-authored projects where I'm working with other people, and so I need to prep what I'm doing so that I'm ready when it's time to work with them. And then the other projects, actually, lies, this project is one I'm working on with somebody else as well. So all of the projects this week, oh my gosh, all of the projects this week are all co-authored projects. So they're all projects I'm working on with somebody else. As you know, The titles are not, they're not always the title that the project ends up being, but it's what it's being called right now. So it's a way to be able to keep track of the projects and what the goals are for each project. In the social media area, I will write in later on what needs to be done each day, since everything, pretty much all of the sports for the spring are complete. I think the only sport my university is still playing in is baseball, and spring track and field is still going. So, but those things are happening away from campus now. So there aren't games or things that I have to do. So now it's just about going ahead and doing starting to put together all of the end of the year reports. So I just need to look back and see kind of where I am and start organizing that. So I'll letter that in later, or write that in later. So in the top 3 area, I don't know, I am definitely keenly aware that the sticker has 4 dots and not 3, but I don't know what I'm going to use this for. I don't know if this is going to be like my top 3 takeaways for the week, or like the top, I don't know. The person whose sort of layout I was inspired by, she uses it for, I believe, if I remember correctly, she said she used it for the top 3 things she wants to focus on for the week. So I don't know if I want it to be that, or if I want it to be like the top 3 takeaways from the week, like the 3 things, or if I want to use it for like the top 3 things that I read that like were the most inspiring, or what. So I don't know what that's going to be, but it's going to be something. Okay, so that's it. So that's the bullet journal layout for the week. I will say this, I really like it already. Like, I really feel like this is going to be super productive. I left myself a ton of empty space because I want to be able to write in additional goals for each one of these projects based on what the things are on the list on the writing projects goals. So as you can see, for this, I've always kept it kind of broad. These are big strokes things, right? And then on the weeklies is where I'm breaking down for the day what's actually getting done that day. So for Monday and Tuesday, I want to work on this book project for my co-author because we have research meeting on Friday. And so I want to make sure that, or actually, she and I are having our research meeting on Saturday. I want to make sure that I have the big thing of review edits, but I have some other things that are probably going to be added here, so I want to give myself some space for that. My other co-author and I that are working on this project's been languishing for a while. Both me and my co-author have been super busy with other projects. We've both gotten other things out, but we really both want to come back to focusing on this project. So this is going to be my midweek focus, to focus on this project and figure out where this project even is in its like space, because neither one of us have put our hands on it in a while. And then I have a research meeting on Friday for this project, so I need to prep and do my data collection and my methods reviews and all that fun stuff so that I'm ready to go. And then on Friday, I want to start working on a new project that I started an idea for last summer, but my co-author for this project and I have not had a lot of time to focus because, again, things have been going on. And the co-author for that project actually moved to another university as well in the course of the year. So, you know, it's just a lot getting back into this project. But I know that in order to get back into projects, you have to have them on your list. So there we go. So that's gonna be that. I decided to put, this is my favorite quote about research from Zora Neale Hurston, and its research is formalized curiosity. So I know that that is going to be a big inspiration for this week as I really just kind of go into a full week of research. So for my meal and exercise log, This log, as you know, it's mostly just decorating. This log is a log that gets filled out as the week goes. This is pretty much all it gets to start with. And then it goes from this to, hopefully if it's a good week and all is well and right with the world, it goes from this to this. So here's hoping that, especially since school is out and it's all about research and working on personal goals, I think this is going to make a difference and I'm going to be able to get a lot done here. So I'm looking forward to it. All right, so that is where we are for this week. Thank you so much for joining me this week on my plan with me. We will, if you liked what you saw, if you were inspired, feel free to click the subscription button and then also the notification bell so that you will know whenever new content comes. Thanks again for joining me on Enjoying the Bounty of Planning with Tonisha Taylor, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!